Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dr. Samuel Math. I am Dr. Samuel, and we are continuing with basic algebra. And today we start looking at simplification of algebraic expression, which means writing an expression in its simplest form. And there are various levels of doing this. We are going to start with the most basic expression where you don't have any brackets involved. You simply have an expression without brackets, and you have to simplify that expression. The examples will show you more of what I mean. Look at this algebraic expression. You have to simplify 7h plus 5k plus h minus 3k. Now, first you note the terms. You have terms with h, you have 7h, and you have plus h, and you have terms with k, 5k and minus 3k. When you simplify expressions, you can only add terms with, add like terms with the same symbol. So for example, I can add 7h plus h because they both have the symbol h. Now, h is 1h. As long as you have the symbol by itself, there is 1 in front of it. That's the coefficient. The coefficient of h here is 1, and the coefficient of in 7h is 7. And you add 7h plus 1h to get 8h. So we move to the k's. You have plus 5k minus 3k. And 5 minus 3 is 2. So 5k minus 3k is a plus 2k. You keep the sign of the larger number, which is the 5k. And that is the answer. You cannot go any further because we have two unlike terms. So they cannot be added or simplified. The answer remains as this. That's it. That's how you simplify those basic expressions. Let's go to another example. Simplify 7p minus 2q minus q plus 3r plus 4r. So we have three different symbols. We have p, we have q, and we have r. So we add them separately. But remember, you have to pay attention to the rules governing how you add signs. So first, let's start with the p's. I have 7p here. And if you look, I have no more p's. So the 7p will just go in the answer. Let's go to the q's. I have minus 2q and minus q. I'm adding like signs, minus 2q and minus q. When you have that, you add and you keep the sign. So that's an important rule. As long as you're adding like signs, you simply add the coefficients and you keep the sign. So minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So this is a negative 3q. And finally, r. I have plus 3r plus 4r. I'm adding like signs. So I add and I keep the plus sign. 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is 7r. And that is it. Let's do another example. Now look at this one. Simplify 9x squared minus 2x minus 11x squared plus 5x. Although the symbol you have is only x, but note some of the terms have x and others have x squared. These are unlike symbols. You add them separately. You can only add the x's together and then add the x squareds together. So let's start with the x squareds. I have 9x squared here and 11x squared here. But that's minus 11x squared. So it's 9x squared minus 11x squared. Unlike signs to add, when you have that, you subtract and keep the sign of the bigger term, which is the 11x squared, and it's negative. So 9 minus 11, you subtract 11 minus 9, you get 2, but you keep the sign of the 11, so it's minus 2x squared. And then I have 2x minus 2x plus 5x. Again, I have unlike signs, so I subtract and keep the sign of the bigger term, which is the 5x. So it'll be plus, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So it is 3x. Let's go to another example. In this example, you have to find an expression for the perimeter of this rectangle. So obviously you have to understand what perimeter is. Perimeter is the distance all around the rectangle. So it's simply the sum of the lengths of all the sides. So you have the lengths of two sides. The long side is 2x plus 7. The short side, or the width, is x plus 3. But you also know, or you also should know, that the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal in length. So it means that you have two sides of length 2x plus 7, that's the two long sides, and two sides of length x plus 3 each. So the expression you want is, you add the lengths. Well, let's start with 2x plus 7, 2x plus 7. You add another 2x plus 7, that's the opposite side. Then you add x plus 3. And you add the opposite side to that, which is the same length, x plus 3. And now you simplify this because you have like terms. You have x's and you have numbers. So let's add the x's. 2x plus 2x is 4x. 4x plus 1x is 5x. 5x plus 1x is 6x. So all the x's add up to 6x. And then you add the numbers. I have plus 7, that's plus 14. 14 plus 3 is plus 17. And 17 plus 3 is plus 20. So the simplified expression for the perimeter is 6x plus 20. Now there's another way to do this involving brackets, but we're going to be doing brackets in the next video. So let's move on to our last example. Here you have to simplify 7ac minus 3ab plus 9ab minus 7ac. Again, note the like terms. I have 7ac here, and I have another 7ac here. So the acs are the same, so these are like terms. So we can add them. 7ac minus 7ac. We are adding unlike signs, so we subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, but 7 minus 7 is 0. Okay, so it means 7ac minus 7ac is 0ac, which is 0. Okay, you multiply 0 by anything and you get 0. We can put a 0, and now we get to the ab's. We have minus 3ab plus 9ab. Again, you have unlike signs, So keep the sign of the bigger term, which is the plus 9ab. So it's plus. And 9 minus 3 is 6ab. Don't forget to put down the symbol. And 0 plus 6ab is just 6ab. So that is basic simplification of algebraic expression. We'll go to more complex examples from our next video. So that is it. Remember, if you like this video, you can press the button below and subscribe to my channel. You can also like the video and share it. See you next time.